2 days ago, we saw the release of Call of Duty Cold War's Season 2 update, bringing in a new 6v6 multiplayer map, 2 new weapons with more coming along the way, and the subject of today's video, the new open world Outbreak zombie mode. Now essentially I'm going to be giving my impressions of the mode so far, talking about what it entails, and then kind of talking about some of my experience with it as a whole. So the basic gist of this mode is that you drop into one of the fire-based maps, either Ruka, Alpine, or even the new map Golova, and you complete various different objectives, experiments, and different stuff like that for the Requiem team. Now as you progress through the rounds and complete the different objectives, either warping to a new area each time or risking an exfil, you actually have the chance to now earn 3 types of Ethereum crystals in order to upgrade your perks, field upgrades, ammo mods, and weapon skills up to tier 5 now in this new update. These new crystals are called Refined Ethereum, allowing for tier 4, and Flawless Ethereum, allowing for tier 5. Now these can also be earned in the higher rounds of D Machine and Firebase Z as well, which is quite good. Now on top of this, there's a new field upgrade called Frenzy's Guard, which causes all zombies to target you for 10 seconds, with armor taking all of your damage for that period of time. And they've also added the Shatter Blast ammo mod, which makes bullets deal explosive damage, destroying impacted armor and also dealing explosive damage when triggered. Around the map, you'll find various different golden loot crates, which can have anything from salvage to weapons of any rarity depending on the size. I think you can get small, medium, and large caches, which is pretty cool, I guess. There's also kind of places where you can restock your ammo, just like you'd expect, just in normal zombies. And of course, there's the one and only mystery box. And in the mystery box, you actually have quite a high chance to get stuff like the ray gun and even the ray K in the early rounds. I had a couple of my friends get, I think, the ray K in round 1, and then the ray gun a few rounds later, which is pretty cool because it kind of gives you the opportunity to use whatever weapon you want. I'm pretty sure you can use the die machine as well from D Machine, which is pretty cool. So it's all about kind of taking everything from classic zombies and zombies in this game, morphing it all together in this massive open world experience, and kind of just creating fun. It's a very, very unique experience, and I'm really glad Treyarch have added it. I really do think it has a lot of potential going forward, and it's only really going to improve from here. Although the mode is different to normal zombies, it does kind of bear a lot of similarities as well, in the sense that obviously you can create a loadout, going with your loadout, your skills, and all your different perks. You find them around the map, and kind of as you complete the objective, you then go to a kind of warp point, or some kind of anomaly. So you go to the anomaly, hold X or square or whatever it is on your preferred mode of play, and then it will kind of pop up your crafting table, your armor stand, your pack-a-punch, and also a Wonder Fizz machine, which kind of lets you obviously purchase all your perks, pack-a-punch, or all that kind of stuff, upgrade your armor before you move on to the next level, which kind of does take away from the exploration aspect at the end. But if you're literally just focusing on objectives, it's a really quick way and a very linear way to kind of go forwards, get what you need, go forwards, get what you need, and so on and so forth. So I think one of the main things that I really, really like about this mode is that it kind of combines enemies from both of the zombies maps already in the game, even including classic enemies such as the Panzer from previous games. So you can literally get enemies such as the Megaton teaming up with the Hellhounds, the Manglers, and the Mimics from Firebase Z, which I think is just a really, really cool way of kind of implementing it all together. So right now what Treyarch have said is that we're basically playing the bare bones variant of this game mode, and kind of as the game progresses and as the game goes on and as the life cycle continues to progress with new seasons, they're going to keep adding more stuff to this, more maps, more objectives, and hopefully more enemies too. And with the implementation of the Panzer, I wonder if that's going to make an appearance in a future Zombies map, which I think will be really, really cool. Even though I do hate that thing, it's the bane of my existence. Now, throughout the map as well, there are many side quests such as kind of high value targets and stuff like that, which give you rewards and everything like that. They're quite interesting, but the good thing is that they're not too difficult, unless obviously you start progressing to the later rounds, in which case they'll probably take a long while to kill. I'd say the difficulty to reward ratio is pretty good. Like, the difficulty only increases if you choose to kind of carry on and warp to the next area, which will then progress you to the next round. It doesn't necessarily work like typical zombies in the kind of round system. It's basically complete an objective, you can go do whatever you want in that open world, collect what you want, get your perks up, pack-a-punch and all that kind of stuff. And then you can either choose to warp, or you can obviously choose to exfil. By choosing to warp, it then increases the difficulty, you do another objective, and you keep going on and on and on until obviously you die, or you choose to exfil, with the difficulty increasing each time. Obviously the rewards too. Now, because of the size of these maps, there's plenty of space and opportunities to kind of mess around with your friends and discover things around all 3 different maps. There's lots of things to kind of discover, And I'd say the higher rounds do provide a more challenging experience, which is why it's essential to kind of loot up and kind of explore in the early rounds while you still can. One thing I did find while playing, I think when we played in a group of 4, me and a couple of my friends, was that time actually passes really, really quickly while you're playing. You kind of lose track of time, and before you know it, you're on round 10, or you're even further than that. And it really is quite mad. It's a really, really enjoyable experience, and the fact that kind of time passes so quickly while you're playing it really does lead you to believe that it's not so monotonous as normal zombies can sometimes get, which, yeah, not everyone will agree, but it can do, especially if you're trying to go for like Dark Ether or something like that. I mean, one of my favourite things about this as well is the ability to drive vehicles. I mean, there's no experience like listening to your war tracks, your classic 80s music, while just mowing down zombies in a car or mowing down the hellhounds or anything like that. It's such an interesting new gameplay feature, and it only really adds to the mode, and I hope to see more vehicles kind of added in future as the new maps are added in future seasons. So now that all's been said and done, those are my impressions and kind of my experience with the new Outbreak mode in Black Ops Cold War Season 2. Now if you enjoyed the video and want to check the mode out for yourself, then please leave a like, subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all my future content. Your support is greatly appreciated. Post down in the comments anything that I've kind of missed, or any little hidden secrets or Easter eggs that you found around the map. And obviously don't forget to tune in for more videos on Cold War and other great games, and I will see you all later.